Good day, everyone. My name is Sanjan Mukalam. So, my topic is all about the life cycles of human. So, what is life cycle? A life cycle describes the life of a living being from when it is born to when it grows up, including all the changes during this time. So, sinasabi dito, yung life cycle it is like a story of living things that shows us where we came from, at the beginning of our life and kung saan matatapos ang journey natin as living things and kung paano mag-grow ang isang living thing. Yun yung ibig sabihin ng life cycle. So, prenatal development, ito yung unang proseso na kung saan nagde-develop yung buhay ng isang tao. Nagsimula ito sa fertilization ng egg cell at sperm cell hanggang sa maka-form ito ng isang fetus o yung baby na kung saan nagaganap sa loob lamang ng tiyan ng isang ina. So, may tinatawag na conception. Ito naman yung moment o nangyayari na kung saan nagaganap ang pag-unite or pag-combine ng egg cell at saka sperm cell. At pagkatapos mag-unite ng dalawang cells, ay nakaka-create naman ito ng bagong cell, which is tinatawag na zygote. Ang zygote, ito yung maliit na cell na nabuo mula sa pag-combine ng sperm cell at egg cell. Dinadala nito yung genetics instruction na kung saan galing sa dalawang magulang, na yun yung magiging kalalabasan ng isang baby, magiging shape. Ibig sabihin nun is kung ano yung magiging itsura ng kanilang baby. Embryo, ito yung organism na nagde-develop during a specific stage of prenatal development. Simula nung 3rd week ng fertilization hanggang sa end ng 2nd month of pregnancy. Habang nag-grow yung embryo, hindi lang ang kanyang body parts ang nag-grow, pati na rin yung pagkabuo ng special structure na para maging gabay o support ng baby sa kanyang pag-grow habang nasa loob siya ng tiyan ng kanyang ina. Yung structure na yon is tinatawag nating embryonic tissue at saka extra embryonic tissue. A human organism na nagde-develop from the 3rd month of pregnancy until birth. This stage focuses on the growth and maturation of its organ and system, na kung saan inihahanda na ito para mabuhay sa labas ng tiyan ng kanyang ina, which is yung baby. The amnion naman, it is a thin protective sac that surrounds the developing baby in the womb. Inside the amnion is amniotic fluid, a clear liquid that acts like a cushion protecting the baby from bumps and jolts. Example nito is the developing baby in the womb as delicate little creature floating in a protective bubble. And yung bubble na yun is ito yung amnion, na isang manipis na membrane that surrounds sa embryo at pagkatapos sa fetus. So, the placenta is a vital organ that develops in a uterus during pregnancy, acting as a bridge between the mother and the developing baby. It is the primary way that the fetus receives nutrients and oxygen from the mother's blood, and it removes waste from the baby blood. Sa madaling salita, ang placenta, ito yung isang organ na nakakonect sa mother at sa baby, na kung saan doon sila nakikipagpalitan ng nutrients, doon nakakakuha ng nutrients tsaka oxygen yung baby galing sa kanyang nanay. So, may tinatawag na umbilical umbilical cord, which is para siyang tali kung saan nakakonekta sa baby at saka sa placenta, na doon dumadaloy yung nutrients, mga foods, saka nutrients, oxygens galing sa mother. Doon dumadaloy sa umbilical cord.
So, the third stage of human growth and development is the infancy and babyhood, a stage that nagsimula ng pagkapanganak ng baby to 2 years old. And in this stage, tinagurian din itong isa sa mga pinaka remarkable and busiest na development ng isang bata. So, dito na nag-develop yung locomotor or motor skills and languages, emotional na isang baby or bata. So, the stage number 4 is the early and later childhood, which is in this stage, dito na nakikita yung sa early childhood, dito na nakikita yung important growth and development ng isang bata, like yung pagkakaroon na niya ng social, emotional, tsaka yung language, and yung mga movement niya. Dito naman sa later childhood is 6 to 12 years old yung bata. So, in this stage naman, yung physical development ng bata is nag-slow tsaka steady. Nagkakaroon na siya ng control sa kanyang body, hindi gaya nung infancy or yung early childhood is wala pa siyang pakialam sa kanyang sarili or sa kanyang emotion. Nagkakaroon na ito this stage, the child has control his or herself on how he socialize, tapos paano niya kontrolin yung emotion niya. Nagkakaroon na siya ng controlism sa kanyang sarili. At itong stage na to is dito na nalalaman yung ng bata kung ano ba yung tamang gawin or maling gawain mo. The fifth stage is the adolescence. In this stage, yung edad ng tao, so mula 12 years old to 19 years old. So, in this stage, yung sexual traits ng isang tao is nag-emerge. Makikita na dito or mag-emerge na dito yung sexual traits ng isang tao. Like, paglaki ng boses ng lalaki, pagkakaroon nila ng balboons. So, habang sa babae naman is yung paglaki ng chest, tapos pagkakaroon ng menstruation every month. Aside of that, dito na din nagkakaroon ng pagkakaroon ng egg cells ng mga babae. Yung babae naman is may kayang mag-produce ng egg cells once at the time in 28 days. Every month is yung uterus nag-change para i-prepare sa pagkaroon ng fertilization and pregnancy. So, pag yung egg cells is hindi na-fertilize, is lalabas ito sa uterus as menstruation, which is occurs at 3 days to 7 days in a month. Then, another cycle begins. Karamihan sa mga kababaihan is nagsusuffer dahil sa pagkakaroon ng menstruation, which is normal lang talaga yun. Dahil minsan, yung karamihan sa kanila is nakakaranas ng pananakit ng ulo, pagkakaroon ng sakit sa puson, minsan pa nga is nagkakaroon sila ng depression, but it's normal. So, kapag yung babae is hindi siya nagkakaroon ng proper exercise and proper diet is magkakaroon siya ng sakit like tumor, which is nag-occur siya sa uterus, labas ng sa uterus, and other and etc. So number 6 is the early adulthood, which is starts from 19 years old to 40. So dito na stage is dito na natin maranasan yung pagkakaroon ng trabaho, pagiging matured ng mindset natin. Dito na tayo, in this stage naman, dito na tayo magkakaroon ng families, sariling family. Dito na din, itong stage na to is, dito na tayo magkakaroon ng responsibilities. So, number 7 is middle age, which is happen between the 40 years old up to 65 years old. So, in this stage, we call na-adjust na natin yung nag-a-adjust na tayo dahil na iba na yung paano yung lakas ng katawan natin dati habang tayo ay adult hanggang ngayon, or hanggang sa nabot tayo sa middle age, which is what we call old age, which is 65 to death na, which we call, because in this stage nagkakaroon na nga ng illness, or nakakaramdam na yung mga matanda, nagkakaroon na ng illness sa mental and physical. The mental and physical. The last stage was death. This is the stage that we call the end of life, which is all our organs is hindi na nag-function, lalo na yung heart, basta lahat ng organs sa ating katawan ay hindi na nag-function. Ito na yung stage na kung saan end na ng journey ng isang tao or life.